I'm gonna be honest, I thought we left Jojo Siwa in 2024, but here we are. Over the past few weeks, Jojo Siwa has once again been in headlines for numerous dramas she's been in. For one, we had the Karma music video from a few months back, which let's just say the public wouldn't like at all, as with this music video, she was exposing her very kid fanbase to very explicit content. However, she would continue playing this persona for the next few months, including with multiple very suggestive photo shoots, and being featured on the Talk To a podcast, which would get hundreds of thousands of views. It was clear that even though Jojo Siwa was so hated from so far across the internet, she was still being talked about everywhere, especially when it came to people making fun of the stuff she says at her performances, because it's just absolutely insane.
Just booed me!
Like, lil bro, nobody fears you. But anyways, just a couple weeks ago, there would be a major trend going around TikTok where viewers would basically be trying to ignore celebrities, with the first of which obviously being Jojo Siwa, since she's been in a lot of fire as of recently.
The ignoring Jojo Siwa trend is taking over TikTok, and it is truly unlike any other trend I've ever seen before on this app. For those of you that may be out of the loop, this girl right here behind me made a video talking about how we all should start ignoring celebrities, and the first victim of this trend, everyone determined, was going to be Jojo Siwa. And surprisingly enough, the trend is actually working. Like, everyone is basically coming together to ignore Jojo Siwa. In her most recent video that has over 10 million views, but only 22,000 likes, you do the math, that is a really bad ratio. That's like less than 1% of people are deciding to like Jojo Siwa's video, and the more percentage of people are deciding to completely ignore her instead.
Now this is just absolutely insane, because getting nearly the entire TikTok community to agree to do something like this is nearly unheard of. Out of the tens of millions of people that watched Jojo Siwa's video, only 22,000 of them seem to be out of the loop, proving how big yet small of an app TikTok actually is. Anyways, I'm getting off track.
And on top of that, a bunch of comments in Jojo Siwa's comment sections are getting more likes than her actual video, like this one above me. It says, POV, you saw the video about ignoring Jojo Siwa. It has over 180,000 likes compared to Jojo Siwa's 22,000 likes on her video alone. I cannot believe that this is actually working. I really would love to know how Jojo Siwa feels about this trend.
Honestly, I'm sure she feels great about this trend. You know, despite the fact that she has videos with 64 million views that only have a little over 100,000 likes. Like, that is an absolutely insane ratio. Tons of people would also be dropping comments saying, guys, stick to the plan. No one really knew how long this meme was actually going to last, but I feel like everyone was just kind of having fun with it. I mean, it wasn't anything that should have been taken too incredibly seriously, especially as everyone was benefiting from it. It's fun for the fans to see the insanely low view to like ratio, and it's also good for JoJo because I'm sure she's making an absolutely insane amount of money. However, this would also spark a bunch of degenerate no-life TikTokers to also make videos, overall just taking the meme way too seriously.
But this concept of trying to ignore celebrities is not only not going to work, but it's only going to get them more engagement. Her most recent video has 37.5 million views, well over 20,000 comments alone, and the top comment has over 333,000 likes.
Homie, it is literally a funny meme, not meant to be taken seriously. This is honestly just the result of chronic TikTok addiction right here. And also, no shit, Sherlock, of course she's gonna get more attention if there's an entire meme about her, especially if that meme directly correlates with the amount of views she gets compared to the amount of likes she gets.
But at the end of the day, not only are you engaging with it in terms of giving her views, you're consuming it. Ignoring doesn't mean going to the search bar and typing in Jojo Siwa and watching the video and laughing at the comments while the video plays in the background so that she gets more views. Not only is it probably going to help her whack marketing strategy, it's also probably going to make it worse.
Now, I'm not going to take anyone's side specifically, but I think people are taking this a little bit too seriously. I don't think people are ignoring Jojo Siwa because they don't like her. I think they're just doing it because it's just overall a meme. Most of them probably don't care if Jojo's benefiting off of the meme. They're just going along with it because it's fun. Some people just take the internet way too seriously, in my opinion. However, this still wasn't the end of it, because Jojo would actually release a music video for her new song a few weeks ago called Choose Your Fighter. You know, the one that she, according to Reddit, threatened to release a few months ago. But to be honest, it wasn't even that bad in my opinion. However, it would obviously still receive an insane amount of hate with over 117,000 dislikes and comments like, "We need to apologize to KSI." That's just absolutely insane though. I'm pretty sure the reason that this song got so much hate on the YouTube side of things was because the music video was just like Karma, but possibly even worse. I mean, obviously it's gonna be provocative. It's a Jojo Siwa music video, for crying out loud. But the amount of just weird shit in this music video made people not like it at all. She would start off the video video by doing a bunch of extremely provocative dances, and then be touched up and down by bears of all things. And then there would be somewhat of a fight scene, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to be like they're in a video game of some sort, and the quote-unquote attack she would use would be very questionable. But again, I want to state this is a Jojo Siwa video we're talking about, so are we really surprised? However, along with the amount of hate that she was getting from this song, she would also get accused of using AI in her vocals, as if her audience has never heard of autotune before. But regardless, this is still a very, very bold accusation. And in my opinion, I don't think she would use AI in her song. I just think the amount of autotune she used on this song specifically was a lot more than Karma and just makes her voice sound way different. And that's most likely why it sounds like it could be AI, even though I'm almost certain that it isn't. But anyways, with this song coming out and the video obviously being extremely provocative, like I said, it seems as though Jojo is quadrupling, actually, fuck that, quintupling down on this persona that she's making, even though, like everyone has already said, what she's doing is promoting these extremely provocative ideals to her old kid fanbase. However, when you thought things couldn't get any worse for Jojo around this time, they still do. Because Jojo was actually in a movie recently called All My Friends Are Dead. It was a horror movie of some sort, but really nobody knew it even existed. Partially because Jojo literally didn't promote it on any of her social medias at all. And that's probably because of just how bad the movie actually is. Or maybe because she was too busy doing TikTok dances.
You're still a traitor.
With the movie actually getting a 2-star review, and many 1-stars with people saying the first 30 minutes was torture, literally one of the worst things you'll see in your life, it gets better but not by much. This sucked and I'm now crying in a corner, I hate it, I want to bleach my eyes. And also people saying that the only reason they'd watch this is if they got paid. So yeah, it's clear that basically everything that Jojo releases gets hated on by majority of the internet, and at this point she can really only embrace the movie. The only time she ever really brought it up was whenever she was doing an interview with Access Hollywood, in which they would ask her to describe the movie in 3 words.
Now, could you each describe the film in 3 words?
I would say twisted. I like the word gory. I feel like it's I'm gonna say emotional.
But yeah, Jojo has basically just been on one of the most insane runs as of recently, and half of it is happening without her even trying, as the entire internet has essentially banded together to ignore her, simultaneously resulting in her getting tons and tons of views, along with her releasing one of the most hated songs as of recently, and also being the villain in a horror movie, which according to the reviews seems to be absolutely god-awful. Anyways, that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys did go on to enjoy, do be sure to drop a like and also hit that subscribe button, as I post videos just like this every 1 to 3 days. Subscribing really does help me out a lot, as I'm currently on the road to 200,000 subscribers, and you'll be up to date with basically all the biggest news in the YouTube and TikTok space. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one.